Hello, my name is Herb Brown, Executive Director of the Trenton Housing Authority. It gives me a tremendous amount of pleasure to celebrate the achievements of our recently completed pilot for our THA Workforce Development Program, Rubber Roads. We are extremely grateful to the partnerships we engaged and continue to forge with Mercer County Community College, Youth Corps, Mercer County Technical School, and Weston Auto Group, One Heaven Inc., and a host of other micro businesses. What follows is a statement of accomplished work, and I'm grateful most importantly for the learning that has taken place in the process of this program's development. Thank you.
It's Bass Contracting. With Bass Contracting, we've been able to take distressed properties, abandoned properties, boarded up properties, foreclosed properties, and rehabilitate them. This helps to fix the blighted community. This helps to provide job training. We were able to receive a grant, the actual CDBG grant, and actually provide an employment training program. It's a vocational where we taught the guys basically a carpentry trade. We were able to introduce them to not only carpentry, but masonry. We were able to introduce them to light plumbing and light electrical, roofing as well. And it was a 12-week program that we run, and it's been very successful. Some of the guys went on from the program once they received certificates, and they were able to get jobs. So this kind of took them off the streets, you know what I mean, gave them employment so that they could provide for their families. And some of them go to the food program as well, so it's kind of tying all of it in together. Yeah, so.
Unlike other larger nonprofits in the city, Owls, Catholic Charities, A Better Way, right? You have this kind of scattered site creative placemaking thing happen.
Right.
We're here in your office now, right? But inside of your office is really not giving us the perception that you have 10, 20 properties that we went to visit today. So can you talk a little bit about your strategy for working, on a smaller scale, project by project, but amassing an enterprise that includes like this business here, that business there, this outfit there, kind of scattered throughout the city, and the importance of that kind of model?
Well, one thing about, I guess, being an entrepreneur and being in business, a lot of the functions that we go to, we have like-minded people that we run into. And once they hear a little bit about, some of the things that we're involved in, like Noah's Ark, for instance, they came and, wow, you guys are doing that? Well, how about doing something over here with our kids? Can you help us with that? Then the same thing with Princeton Deliverance Center. They have a church, but when they heard about some of the things that we were doing, they asked us to partner up with them. So I guess our nonprofit, we kind of keep an open mind to the needs of the people in the community, and the 7 businesses or 7 minds. It's a representation of completion and also a new beginning. And I think what needs to take place is the partnerships of these businesses and other businesses in the community.
I'm an enthusiast. I love cars. I'm always up to do things. I'm a hard worker. I believe if you don't work, you're not going to get paid. And in order to succeed, you have to work. Anything that needs to be learned, I feel like speed, the aggression of it, and even behind the wheel, like after the wheel, just getting into the hood, it's more of a mental thing in the process. Like you're learning something new every day with a car. Even if you think 30 years down the line, you still learn something new.
The like work, I like sit down, I ain't a slouch. If you tell me to do something, I get it done.
It's a perfect match, trying to match the young folks in our program here at Youth Corps with employment opportunities that may be available, for them through THA, particularly since some of them probably are THA residents at one of the programs or facilities that fall under the housing authority purview.
I just learned how to fix it if I get a flat. I can change my tire myself if I have the right tools. And
Looks like you know what you're doing.
looks like you work here.
The change is our perception. That's where the change started first. And when we changed the way that we were thinking about things and the way that we were looking at things, it's like, you're allowed now to become visionaries because your mind is already changed. So now it's time to manifest that change, and in doing it, you become a visionary. And so once you write things down and you invite people to the table to share your vision with, not only are you sharing your vision, but you're latching on to their visions as well. And something beautiful can be, basically, come from that, because now you not only have one thing being manifested, but you have 8 or 9 different things being manifested. And then the families that you're involved in, you're attaching yourselves to their vision, so it's going to just be like a domino effect. Like when I first had the visions for setting up the nonprofit, I didn't know why. I was just being obedient to the vision that was given to us, that we need to give back, we need to employ, we need to train, we need to create and build and help people have that sense of family again. And at the time, I didn't know that it would come to this, but had I not been obedient, almost 10, 11 years ago, I wouldn't even be at the table. So, it was very important for me to see like-minded individuals at the table, and then for me to know some of them that was at the table are actually working in the community, doing great things and doing some things that I had already thought about, and some of the other visionaries had thought about. It was just like, wow, it's not a coincidence, so yeah, I feel great about it.